This is it now. This is the constraint now. How long would it take to move everything down by 5 blocks? If the roof is there, it's still gonna... Which raises the question, are you planning to have a couple of stations underground, underwater? Not underground and underwater. There is one station I know of that is above the water. There's a mushroom island. And I kind of want the station to be off the island on like pylons above the water. Is there anyone underground? I don't think there's any underground. There's none underground. But there's one over the water. Alright, I was just gonna do that, Wesley. Just to see. Yeah, that just completely blocks the... You can see the tempo from back here. Like if you're coming in, you can see the tempo back here. And then when you get to this point, you can't see the tempo anymore. Unless this whole thing is glass. Unless this stuff is just glass, then we can see the jungle tempo coming in. Sentinel. And we also do have to remember if we put the roof this low, it's gonna be quite oppressive. Yeah, showing parts and covering up. I guess that's how you would explain it to the client to make them not refuse to pay you. Is that the sales pitch, Wesley? Is that how we're gonna sell it to the client? Underground would end another style in the list of 40 odd to do. Hold on. Q, so this is the list of stations. The names are there. So the 2-1 to 2-5, I've built the stations already, and none of them are underground. And then, let me see, map JPEG. Non-Oasis. Oh, the Stronghold station can be underground because the Stronghold is underground. Non-Oasis, Frozen Glue, Aurora. Aurora is going to be an interesting station, I can tell you that much. Overlook, Ambition, Guardian, Deepwood, Confluence. I mean, some of them are deep in the jungle, which is not quite underground. Confluence, Spawn, Solace, Dune, Skyland, Stronghold, Northport, Twin Town, Mush, Horwood, Solitude. I guess Stronghold. Stronghold will be underground, if any of them are. Wesley says, if you make this glass 2, it'll feel more open. I'm gonna move buttons back. I don't know. The buttons work now. I think I'm gonna leave them because the buttons glitched out before. Sentinel. And like up to here. So materials wise, clay and jungle wood? I do think that's a good idea. Q. Terracotta. Brown, normal. And jungle wood. Doesn't have to be jungle wood. Jungle wood. Looks interesting, says Wesley. Let me see. The shape of it is definitely interesting. Yeah. Well, I think it's alright. Can't really. The wide horizontal thing probably has to go somehow. Can we just have it glass? I guess we need some rafters, these things. But the horizontal part can be glass, I think. So this stuff, if we make that glass, and we just have a series of rafters coming down. A block of iron this. L. Did I even line this up properly? I didn't line this up properly anyway. We'll figure out the pattern later on. Q says you could put lights around the temple to bring it out. I think that's the idea. I think also around the temple at this level we'll have like another viewing platform, so like a balcony. Also a balcony, and then have lights around the balcony. In fact, if that's the case, we'll probably have a balcony down to here, the stairs coming down to here. It's not that special though, is it? It's basically one big viewing platform with balcony. It's not as special as the other stations, Wesley. It's less awesome than Ozymandias. I guess some of them. I guess not every single one can be awesome, right? Although we do have another week to think about this. We have about 10 more minutes to before I stop the recording for YouTube. We do have another week to think of concepts for the Sentinel Station. So this is about the shape of it. We want to keep it low so it doesn't block off the view of the jungle temple coming in. So we know that much. So this is the envelope. It's a sketch of the shape of it. We haven't like we don't really know about details and ornamentation or materials. There's no design concept here, except for a giant balcony. Which like a Chinese pagodas are essentially viewing platforms. Hold on, let me just look up pagoda. Chinese pagoda. We don't really want a Chinese pagoda. But the idea of having like a series of balconies to look out into the jungle. Q says maybe build some more temples ruins, so like a Mayan Aztec town in ruins overgrown by jungle. That will be later, Q. for now we are only working on the train stations. So what, like the destinations, like the villages and the temples and things, that stuff we will build at a later stage. So imagine a modern pagoda in this shape, but serving the same kind of function. Pagodas are your favorite things to build. Are you serious, Q? Especially the Buddhist ones, okay. Do you build a lot of them? And why are they favorite things for you to build? Like, what do you enjoy about pagoda? Maybe you can help us with this one then. If pagodas are your specialty. Yegdip, hi Yegdip. How's it going? If it's a pagoda, does it have to be wooden? Clay foundations, wooden structure. Maybe it's better to make staircase around the front. Which side is the front? We don't. There's no songs here, Yegdip. We're building train stations. Staircase in the front. Okay. So we don't take away from the view. I suspect we're gonna have staircases both sides. I don't think. Look, no, the staircase on this side doesn't really take away the view either, because it doesn't. This side doesn't block the view though, Wesley. We can't have staircases both sides. It probably does make sense to have staircases both sides. I don't know it does coming in where, but we can't. What do you mean? That's not the staircase blocking it, that's just the shape of the roof. Like the roof has to be that shape. On this side, I'm probably gonna have a balcony out here. Pagodas. Any thoughts, Q? Like I don't. I'm asking for thoughts because I don't really know what to do about this one. So I'm gonna ask for ideas. Materials wise. Do we want the station to stick out or blend in? We don't wanna. It doesn't need to stick out particularly. I don't think we want it to blend in with the jungle. No, I think it's blending in. I think it's blending in more than sticking out. I think it's gonna be visually unremarkable, and the remarkable part is the view that you get from the viewing platform. Possibly I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I mean, at night it'll be lit. Hold on, let me just time set day. I think you need to figure out what Sentinel means in terms of the theme. Yeah, you're right, Q. We need concepts. We need like an idea, is what you mean, right, Q? Like a big idea. Sentinel trains. Pagoda doesn't work? Well, it's not gonna be a pagoda shape, Q. It's gonna be the pagoda function. I mean, the pagoda functions as it's like a it's where you go to like have parties, except it's medieval Chinese upper class parties. Sometimes you like the emperor would go to a pagoda and write poetry about the scenery. Sentinel usually goes with big or massive structures or robots. No, I'm thinking more watchtowers. I'm thinking the like in the sense of watchtowers, Wesley. Q says, I'm not sure how you can make that temple the focus. It's not big enough and it's hidden. Yeah, that's true. It's true, Q. It is. We might renovate it at some point in the future. Well, actually, we're looking in too much, maybe. If it's a watchtower, it needs to look out, right? So if we look out from here, what do we see? Maybe it's a building that frames certain views, certain landscapes that are good to look at. So there's, you know, a key thing we want to look at is the temple. We know that. What else is there to look at? It's just trees. It's just trees in every direction. Got a link here. Well, private message it to me, and then I can see it. There's really not much to look at, is there? Like, the building should look outwards, is what I'm considering. The lake is a nice view, yeah, but you're up there. Even here I can't see it. We can have watchtowers coming out of the main station. And with the idea of in the future buildings around here, okay, yeah, that's true. Make the temple a pagoda 4 or 5 levels taller so it stands out. We can't do that. We can just modify, make a huge modification to the temple later on. Roof level, remember there's also going to be a balcony lower down, which means we have to remove some of these trees. Oh, I should stop recording for for YouTube. I'm gonna end the recording for YouTube here, because we're done for this week.